Perfect.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl Antisocial T, and we're back today with a new story time. But before we get into this story time, make sure you give your girl a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and comment down below. So let's get straight to this. This story time took place back when I was in college. It was sometime in my junior year. And this is when I was still friends with Liar. And this is before all that stuff took place between me and Liar and a guy that I was dating. So yes, if you're not familiar with who Liar is, just make sure y'all go check out some previous story times. Anyway, so Liar and I, at the time, we were still hanging out really, really close. It was before the situation happened, before we stopped being friends. And we end up one night meeting up with these two guys. I mean, they went to school with us, but we all decided to just hang out one night at their spot and just have like a little game night, play cards, play dominoes, play drinking games. Like a lot went on this night, you guys. So yeah, we hanging out over there with them this particular night, and they decide to play truth or dare. But let's rewind this. So we're gonna go back. We're gonna give the guys a name. One of the guys, his name is Flex, and Flex was like this guy that I remember from back home. This guy was like a male exotic dancer, and his name was like Flex or whatever. No, it's not Flex in the story, but he reminds me of him. He had the same body and build, and he loved to dance and stuff. Like when we would be out hanging out doing stuff, he was that guy, like doing some real freaky type stuff on the dance floor. That was him. So I gave him the name Flex. And the other guy, we're going to call him Boots. Okay, now Boots reminded me of this porn star that used to wear like these boots in all of his scenes. And Boots, he was just the guy that loved wearing big old combat boots. He actually was from New York, you guys. And, I don't want to, stereotype them, but people always talk about New Yorkers in their big old boots, Timberland boots or whatever. And actually, he's the epitome of that. So yes, we're gonna call him Boots. And like I said, just continue to watch the story. He has other reasons why I call him Boots. So yeah. So we all hanging out with them one night at their crib. And we just playing a multiple of games. And so eventually we play Truth or Dare. And at this point, we're probably all a little tipsy or whatever. And, some people, they probably a little high. And yeah, the game started turning to a point where they was trying to get us to, not necessarily just do the dare or drink, but do the dare or take off clothing. Now, y'all know this can go either way. But yeah, so we playing the game or whatever. And y'all, the stuff is just like really, really stupid. Like we like some high school kids just doing little stuff outside with the neighbors and stuff like that. Or it's just some real like childish stuff. But it was fun, y'all. Like, I mean, yeah, granted, we still young. So why not just live in the moments? So eventually, like we all kind of like in our underwear, and the conversation like started to change. They just start asking all kinds of like freaky questions, and not necessarily pertaining to the Truth or Dare game, but they just start like telling their like, how people ask like, what is the most freakiest thing you've done sexually, or where's the most strangest place you've had sex with somebody, this, and the third. Oh yeah. And I got some story times about some of those situations, y'all, and I'm gonna talk y'all about those a little later. But yeah, so eventually, the guys try to hint towards, ask a question like, would y'all ever try to hook up with one of us? We like, what? It was like, yeah, y'all, it's like, do women often, when they see men, think if they will sleep with them or not? Because we heard, like, women know within the first few seconds if she'll sleep with a man. I'm like, you know what? Honestly, yeah, we think like that. Like, yeah, I'll smash him, or nah. I was like, yeah, a lot of women do think like that. They might not admit it, but they really do think that. And so they was like, oh, okay. And so, yeah, the conversation just really started turning into something that it probably shouldn't have. But anyway, so, you know, we cool. We chill girls. We game on. We not, you know, acting all, like, we not acting like prudes. We just going along with it. And so, Liar and Flex, they started, like, being all touchy-feely and, you know, just touching all on each other in a sense where just doing little playful things here and there. And then eventually, he kisses her. And she's like, what's that for? He said, nothing. I just been wanting to do that to you. She's like, okay. He's like, I really like you. You be playing. It's like, boy, stop. I got a man. And I'm looking at her like, shit, that ain't stopped you before. Yeah, if he only knew what type of girl you was. You know, I didn't say it out loud. I didn't want to throw no salt at her like that. But I'm just thinking like, that ain't never stopped you before because you got a man. And I'm thinking like, but didn't you say you liked him? You know, I'm thinking all this to myself. I ain't saying it out loud. But I'm looking at her like, are you serious? I'm like, this is your chance, girl. You better hop on it because you wanted to talk to him. Shit, what you waiting on? But anyway, so yeah, they just back and forth about whatever. And so he was like, so you mean to tell me if I came over and kissed all on your back, you wouldn't push me away? She's like, I don't know. It's like, you ain't tried to kiss me on my back. So this man, he gets up. He like, bet. He gets up. He goes around. And he starts kissing the girl. But he didn't really kiss her back. He started kissing her on her chest. Because like I said, at this point in time, we're in our underwear. We just sitting around chilling in our underwear. Nobody has taken no more clothes off. But in my mind, you know, me, I'm that person. I'm always overthinking. I'm like, man, they trying to cuss. I was like, oh my goodness, I know what they trying to do. But I'm not tripping. Like I said, I'm not trying to be a prude or anything like that. So yeah. So he kisses her on the chest. And then they start kissing, tongue kissing, like they had been knowing each other forever, which we've known them for a minute. We've known them since, you know, we got there, because we got there like, it was still freshman year, but it was like the second semester or whatever. So we got there with them, and we probably met them our sophomore year. Yeah, we met them sophomore year. But anyway, so yeah. We they kiss him, whatever, and then, you know, they really at it, y'all. And so he pulls down her bra straps. And I'm like, I know she finna smack the crap out of his hand. I know she finna smack him. I'm just like waiting for it. I'm cringing, like, I'm doing this like, oh my God, I know he finna hear her. You know, because I'm anticipating her smacking this man in his face, because she'll smack the hell out of somebody now. Like, I'm just anticipating her smacking the guy or whatever. She didn't smack him. I'm like, okay. She up her front like she didn't want to talk to him. But then she let him kiss all on to take the clothes down. So he eventually takes her bra off. And me and the other guy, me and Boots in there like, And so they continue to kiss. Next thing you know, shit, he all on her chest. He doing, you know what he doing. I'm not gonna go too in detail about what he doing to her. You know what he doing. Because of bra off. What else could he possibly be doing with her? And we like, oh wow. They just don't care, huh? That we're sitting right here watching them. Maybe, you know, and I know my girl freaky, y'all. Like, she was freaky as hell, y'all. So I'm thinking she really liked this. She probably was really, I know she was really enjoying us watching her. She always talking about porn. You know. Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, maybe this is her time to shine. That's why I was like, she gonna take full advantage of him doing this. I'm like, I know she ain't gonna let him keep going all the way. I'm like, this she gonna stop. She gonna stop it eventually. she not finna have sex with this man right here in front of us. But I was wrong. So yeah, you guys, he's kissing all on her chest and all on her navel and things like that. So eventually he takes her pants down, like her underwear off, because like I said, we still not underwear. He takes her underwear off. So at this point, this girl is naked. Completely naked. And I'm like, granted, me and my homegirl, we didn't got dressed in front of each other before, but I ain't never seen her completely, like, her legs open. I can see all up in her stuff. What the hell? And I'm like, Booz, you see this? He's like, yeah, I was in the same room. Like, what you think? I'm like, it's just a rhetorical question, fool. Like, what? And yeah, so he goes down on her, and I'm like, whoa, okay. So I'm supposed to leave out, let them handle their business in this room. I said, we can go back to your room or whatever. I said, cause at this point, we sitting in like they little den area. I was like, we could just go sit up front or something in the living room. I ain't mean his bedroom. I ain't trying to go back there, cause shit, he might try with me. But yeah, so he goes up there, whatever. We goes up to the front. Y'all, why these folks follow us up there? Like 5 minutes after I guess they realized we was gone, they come up there with us. So we like, what y'all doing? We left y'all back there to do y'all thing. It's like, no, I mean, what y'all got going on? We thought y'all was in here to edit. I was like, why would y'all think that? It's like, why wouldn't y'all be? I said, oh, so this was y'all plan all along to get us over here, get us drunk, and get us out of our clothes? And he was like, no, not necessarily, but the vibe going so good, why not? I'm like, okay. And at this point, I probably am being a little prudish in a sense, because I'm like, first of all, I'm not even into neither one of y'all. Don't get me wrong, they both look good as shit. Like, they did. Like, almost too fine. But I'm like, nah, man, like, especially if I am a little interested in somebody, like, I want to get a chance to kind of, like, know them a little bit. But, like I said, and Boost was a cool dude. He was a dude from New York. I ain't never, like, tossing out dudes from New York before. I met a lot of guys at school, but I'm, like, never thought that, like, I would like the guys from up north, because a lot of the people from up north, y'all, like, no shade to none of y'all, but some of y'all rude as hell. Like, I don't know what it is. They just rude. But I did meet a lot of great people, and they just was genuine people. They wasn't on that rude. I don't know. It's just something about some of the men, and they was just so rude. I don't understand it. But New York was a chill dude. He was cool. He was mellow. Like, he had his points when he was, you saw all of him, but for the most part, to the ladies, like, he was real chill. Maybe if he, he's a little interested, he's how some men are. If they, tend to like the women, they're going to be a lot nicer to them, because they probably trying to get something from them. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. And so he comes up to me. I'm kind of getting like these little, I ain't going to say butterflies, of course, but I'm kind of like, I can't explain it. Like, my hair, I guess, was kind of like standing up, because he like brushed up against me. And I ain't gonna lie, I kind of was like feeling him in a sense. So, yeah. We just started like, we didn't really do nothing. Like, he was just like, just rubbing on my arms and stuff like that. I can't explain it. He was just kind of like doing little stuff, touching my skin or whatever. And I ain't gonna lie, like, that was like stimulating the hell out of me. I don't know, like, he was barely doing anything, but the fact that he was just touching me, and I'm like, the shit was kind of electric. I can't even explain it. I know that sounds so corny, but I ain't gonna lie, like, for him to be making me feel this kind of way, I can remember how I was feeling. I'm like, what the hell? So he trying to ease his way in. I guess he trying to really stimulate me, and not just be like he was, be like Flex. Flex was just too dang on aggressive, y'all. But I guess who was his name? I guess, who I said her name? I guess Liar was like really into it or whatever. Like, she loved that type of aggression stuff. Like, she liked when dudes, I guess, be like that to her. Like, and I ain't gonna say just be rude to her, but you know how some women, they just love drama. And she was that girl. She just loved people doing extra stuff, because she was extra and she was a habitual liar. So She was all into that. So, yeah. So I'm like, you know what? Tania, just be chill. Just enjoy your life, girl. Just live in the moments. Like, live your life. You know? I mean, because, you know, this was around the time that me and Chingy, like, had broke up or whatever. You know? I mean, granted, it been like probably like a month or so, but like, I was over it. Like, I wasn't really sad, but I did start like missing him because he was good people. But I know, like, when you constantly hanging with somebody and spending time with them, you're gonna want to be with them a lot. You're gonna want to be with them all the time. And we could have easily just hooked back up, and then I know he was gonna put that pressure back on me where he wanted me to commit to him. And I'm like, yeah, I do miss being in a relationship, but the commitment he wanted at the time, I know I wasn't ready for that. I just know that I was gonna start looking other ways and want to hang with other guys, because when you that committed, you can't be spending time with other men. And I enjoyed hanging with other guys, not like my girl Liar. She'll hang out with guys and hook up with them, but I just genuinely like hanging around other men. And of course, he didn't like that. And then for one, like I said, he probably had reservations because I did talk to him and his cousin at the same time. But I'm like, at the time, I wasn't committed to neither one of y'all. So, whatever. We all were just hanging out, kicking it. And me and him. But anyway, so yeah, that's another story for another. But y'all have to go back and check that story time out. But anyway, so yeah. I'm like, okay, just be chill. Just live in the moments. So he started to kiss my cheek or whatever. And then, of course, eventually we started kissing. And then eventually, we out our clothes. And at this point, all of us are doing what we doing. Yeah, in the same room, we all doing what we doing. So we about 15 minutes of whatever we doing, and Flex comes over behind me and kisses my neck. I'm like, oh no, y'all ain't finna toss me. That's what I'm thinking to myself. But if you're not familiar with toss is, it's basically when two guys sleep with one woman at the same time. Like, that's what we called it back in my hometown. We called it toss. And I'm like, no, they're not gonna do that. That's the first thing that came to my mind. Like, y'all just not gonna toss me. They was like, toss? And I'm telling them what it is. They was like, no, check out. Yeah, I kind of was a little uptight because I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, what y'all trying to do up here? They already knew in their mind what they was trying to do with us. And my girl, Liar was on board. Like I said, Liar was super, super freaking. You know what I'm saying? Just out in the open with her freakiness. Me, I'm private with stuff I want to do. But, so yeah. He kisses my nigga, whatever. But Liar, she comes up and she's standing there like right there with him, kind of like rubbing all on his head and stuff like that. And I felt her rub my arm, and I'm like, hold the fuck up now. What's going on here? She's like, girl, be cool, be cool, be cool. I'm like, okay, what the heck? And so she just rubbed my arm and he's kissing on my neck or whatever. No, we did not have sex with each other, but my boy Boots, he gets up and he walks up to Liar, and they just instantly start kissing all in the mouth. And I'm thinking, like, have y'all all done this? I'm thinking myself, I said, have all y'all done this before with each other? They was like, no. But I ain't gonna lie, y'all, like, that energy in that room and the chemistry amongst all of us just naturally gelled. Like, it just, I don't know, like, granted, of course I had my reservations, but it just naturally flowed when I calmed the hell down and just went with what was going on. Yeah. So, it just naturally gelled, and yeah, we all in there doing whatever. Yes, we all use condoms. Don't get me wrong. I won't play about that crap. That shit is real. So, yeah. But anyway, okay. So, it just naturally gelled with all of us. And Liar comes up. y'all, walks up to me and kisses me on my neck. I looked at her like, girl, what you doing? She said, you ain't ever thought about this? I'm like, no, I don't look at you like that. Like, what? Why would I think about my friend like that? Like, what? She's like, so you ain't never thought about kissing another girl? I said, not really. So yeah, I'm like, not really. I ain't never really thought about it like that. I said, of course I got questions about certain stuff, like what makes them want to get into each other like that. I mean, all women are a little curious about some stuff about other women, but no, I ain't not thought about me and you. She's like, what do you think about it? I'm like, right now. She's like, so what do you think about it right now? I'm like, I'm not thinking about nothing right now. She's like, girl, just chill, just be chill, just enjoy this time, just experience it. You in college, you need to be experiencing different stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'm always telling somebody that, but no, I'm not. No, I say, girl, I ain't there yet. She's like, so how about you kiss me? I was like, no. So she hauls off, y'all, and kisses me in the damn. She kisses me in the mouth. And so, okay, what the fuck? And honestly, y'all, like, I didn't feel no type of way. Like, I actually wasn't freaked out. I'm just, wow, that's a first. So anyway, she still kissing on me or whatever. And I'm not pushing her away. But we didn't do anything. Like, we didn't keep going or whatever like that. Because, like I said, them guys, they was too ready. Like, they was too into that. Like, that really amped up they fire, I guess, because now her and Boots are going at it. And let me tell you why I get her the name Boots. Because like I said in the beginning, it was this porn star, y'all, that used to wear boots in all of his scenes. It would be smashing these women with these boots on. He had his leg all cocked up with the boots on, doing them, like, really going at it with these women, y'all. Oh my goodness. So he's really going at it with her with these boots on. Just like the porn star. I cannot think of the porn star's name, you guys. Like, oh my goodness. So yes, I'm like, this nigga got them boots on. So anyway, it's like all that was just playing in my mind. I instantly was just thinking, I was trying to laugh. He's like, what you grinning for? I was like, nah, I'm just reminded of a scene I saw somewhere before. He's like, okay. And this is Flex that I'm talking to at this point because, yeah, Flex is, he's rubbing all on my shoulders and stuff, kissing on me or whatever. So, of course, like I said, we all basically switch partners. So, yeah, this was like a little foursome or whatever going on. But, y'all, this is where it turns a little crazy. So, they get a knock at the door. And we answer the light. Because, like I said, at this point, we all in the living room. And you can hear people talking outside the door. So, they get a knock at the door. And they was like, just be quiet, y'all. Just ignore. Maybe they'll go away. So, they still knocking. The knocks get all loud. And it like, the person started knocking like really, really fast. Like, and then you hear the girl like, open up the goddamn door. And so he's like, and then, so Flex is like, is that Kira? And yeah, okay, yeah. So Kira is the girl that's out here with her friends. And I'm not gonna get her friends a name. It's like, at this point, it was like 4 girls with Kira. Like, so it's 5 of them. So, Kira came over here with a vengeance. She came over here to do some stuff. So, it's like 4 other girls over there. And he was like, y'all go to the bed. And this is Boots, because, yeah, this is Boots' spot. And Flex was over there kicking it. Flex stayed he stayed on the same street as Boots or whatever. Like, they stayed in like these little houses or whatever. It wasn't too far from where Liar was staying, but yeah. So, and Flex stayed like very near. He didn't stay exactly down the street, but he stayed in the same neighborhood or whatever. So, yeah. Because I think Flex stayed in like these little townhouses or whatever. So, yeah. He like, go to the bed. And he opens up the door. But Kira and just one of her homegirls come in the house. All the girls didn't come there. Because he's like, no, I don't need all y'all coming up in my house. What are y'all doing here? And he let Kira and her homegirl come in because I'm guessing they best friends and he really knew that girl. So they come in the house or whatever. She's like, what the hell you doing? I've been calling you, and you ain't even answering the phone. She's just going off, going at it. So, he's like, nah, I'm just over here kicking it. I'm kicking it with some friends, whatever. I'm kicking it with Flex. He brought his friends over here with us. He was like, Flex ain't brought nobody over here. I seen 2 girls come over here. You know, we hearing all this in the back. He said, so what the hell you mean you seen 2 girls over here? She said, I seen 2 girls pull up over here. I came over here because you weren't answering your phone. And I seen when they came over. He was like, so you mean to tell me you been sitting out here all this time and you ain't came? She said, because yeah, I was waiting for them to come back outside. Y'all, we had been there for some hours. So I'm guessing baby she was over there staking out the house by herself. And she probably invited all her friends. She probably ran up all her friends to come over there and try to fight. I mean, because that's the only other logical thing, you know, that could have been going on. Because how you sitting out here, we done been out here for about 4 hours. And you just not coming back with your girls doing the most part you've been watching the house. So I'm guessing she was rounding up her little crew to try to jump on us. Not gonna happen because, baby, you was gonna get shot. No, not really. I was just saying, like, that's how I was feeling in the moment. We ain't had no guns. They might have, but we didn't have nothing like that. So, yeah. I was ready though, because I started putting my clothes on like, this is not gonna go down, baby. No, you know, anytime if they wanted to jump, I was gonna be back. I was gonna be ready. I was gonna come lunging. So yes, he's like, calm the heck down. You need to get these girls away from my house. I don't need you coming over here and my neighbors causing a scene and have the neighbors all in my business. She's like, you shouldn't be over here doing what you're doing with these girls. He's like, what are you talking about? He wasn't letting her get past like where he was standing. He was trying to keep her from going to the back, like going back where the den was, because she probably think we all sitting in the den, but we honestly we actually was all in the bedroom because we had the clothes on. Of course, Flex went to go gather our stuff to bring them to us. So we in the other room, one of the rooms in the house, whatever. So yeah. We all down there. We just, you know, putting our clothes on and listening to what's going on outside the room, y'all. And then it suddenly gets quiet out there. They go in there for probably about a good 10 minutes and then it gets quiet. We're like, okay, did they leave and go outside or something? We ain't hear no door close. So Flex was like, I'm finna go see what's going on. So Flex walks out the room. He goes to the living room. And then he didn't come back for about 5 minutes. You're like, what the hell going on? What they doing? Why they so quiet in there? Like, what happened? So I'm like, oh no, there's some stuff happened. He didn't kill this girl. I need to get the hell up out of here. So me and my girl Light, we coming out the room. We go over to the living room. Y'all tell me why these folks are here all kissing on each other. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, hold up. I'm confused at this point because how y'all in here going at it with these 2 girls and y'all was just with us? I'm like, you know what? I'm finna get the hell up out of here. And they was like, hey, where y'all going? We was like, we see y'all busy. We about to go. They was like, no, don't go. Like, we ain't done here. I'm like, yes, we are. Y'all clearly tied up. What the hell? So he's like, no. Come on, come here. So Flex grabs my arm, whatever. He's like, come here. And so he kisses my neck. And then, like I said, Kira and her friend is just like right there with Boots. And I'm looking at them like, what the hell is going on? And so Kira friend, she's smiling, she's looking at me or whatever. And I'm like, what the hell? What you So Kira friend, she's smiling at me. And I'm like, thinking to myself, like, what the hell is she smiling at? She's like, what's up, girl? She was like, I'm best friend, you know, I ain't gonna give her name. I was like, okay, what's up? I'm T. She's like, where you about to go? Y'all about to leave? I was like, yeah, as you can see, y'all tied up and we basically interrupting. She's like, no, stay. She's like, have y'all ever heard of an orgy? I was like, yeah, who haven't heard of an orgy? She's like, so yeah. She's like, don't y'all want to probably be a part of one? Just, she just got straight to the point. I'm like, no, why would I want to be a part of an orgy? She's like, come on. She's like, yeah, she said, I didn't realize that they actually went and found the girls. I was like, found what girl? She's like, y'all. She's like, yeah, we've been talking about doing this, and they didn't tell us that y'all found the girls. And so Kira, she stops kissing her boo for a minute, Boots. And she's like, yeah, I know I came here all crazy or whatever. She said, but I was kind of like mad, like why you didn't tell me that this is what you were doing today? And so he's like, no, we were just kicking with them for a minute. And so she's like, oh, okay. So she goes back and she's kissing on him because she happy now. She content. She over here kissing on her boo. And she probably happy that what she think is finna go down ain't finna really go down. So yeah. So the girl, best friend still talking to us. And then she's like, so what do y'all think? What do y'all think? And I was like, I don't think. And my girl, Liar, she was like, well, shit, I'm gang. What's up? And so, and she's like, I'm Liar. What's up? She's like, I'm gang. She's like, so what's up? She's like, I know, hey, I'm best friend. And the girl was like, yeah, I'm best friend or whatever. And so her and Liar, they have a conversation, whatever. And then, of course, freaky old Liar, she kisses the girl. I'm like, okay. So me, of course, I couldn't leave because Liar was who drove us over there. And so Flex, he comes up to me. He's like, so, I mean, you don't want to experience this? I was like, what makes you think I'm comfortable experiencing any of this? I said, so I'm supposed to be having sex with 2 other women? I said, I would even have sex with my friend. What makes you think I'm gonna sleep with 2 other women I don't know? He's like, man, be cool. I mean, he said, I thought you was cool, man. He said, you acting like you scared or something. I was like, I'm not scared. It's just that I'm not comfortable. Like, this is all of a sudden. Like, I said, you ain't even trying to build me up to it. He's like, man, just chill. Just sit here and watch for a minute. He's like, I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. I can't leave because Liar is who drove us anyway. So I'll just sit here and watch. And so, yeah, I'm watching as these people all make out. But of course, Flex, he stayed there with me. He's just rubbing on me and kissing on me. I guess trying to make me feel comfortable, trying to, I guess, ease me up, keep me from being tense. And I'm thinking to myself, like, my boy, this is not finna happen. I don't care what you do to me. This is not finna happen. And so they all going at it or whatever. Kissing and the girls touching each other, kissing on each. I'm not finna go into detail with this. You know where it's going. Like, but they didn't go all the way, you guys, because this story takes a turn for something else. Oh, this story takes a turn to something else. Like, the night gets crazier and crazier, y'all. Like, oh my goodness, like, the night gets crazy. And so, like I said, the best friend, she comes up to me. She's like, so what you think or whatever? And then Kira comes behind her. She's like, what you think? She's like, you are so pretty. Like, I love your chocolate skin. I'm like, okay, thank you. And it's like, I was like, y'all, I don't know. Like, y'all seem to be having a good time. Y'all seem like y'all got this. I was like, this is all new to me. I was like, I don't know. I said, some of the stuff that has happened before y'all came, like, all this stuff new to me. And she's like, what happened? I said, no, we just played like this truth or dare game, you know. And yeah, I said, I ain't never played truth or dare in my underwear. She's like, okay. So y'all played that game. She's like, cool. That's always fun. I'm like, girl, whatever. I was like, so y'all do this stuff all the time? They was like, no. Like, we just was talking about it one day and we all wanted to just do this. I was like, okay. And he's like, man, don't be like that. Don't be like that. You might rather like me. I'm like, oh no. So they all go back kissing. The girls, they start coming out their clothes, and then they start trying to pull Liar clothes off or whatever, you guys. And then we get another knock at the door. But you guys, I'm not gonna keep talking about this story. I'm gonna make this a part 2 because, like I said, the night gets crazier. Oh, the night get crazier. Just so much started happening in this night, you guys. Like you wouldn't even believe me. Like, you really just had to freaking be there to see it. Like, what? But anyway, you guys, I'm going to wrap this up with you guys. And just make sure you tune in for part 2. Because like I said, it gets a little more juicier. It gets a little bit more crazier. And yeah, life is all about experiences. You can't be afraid to try them. But in my case, I wasn't having it. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to pick back up with you guys for part 2. Thank you for tuning in with me today. Dang, what's up, my lash? I'm trying to think exactly how to word this. Like, ooh, what's on her lash? It's time to do them up. They're trying to lean it. They do not look identical. So it's just